The Sun Belt football season, always a fun one. That's why they sometimes call it the Fun Belt. But now, the serious business of crowning a champion in the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. Hello and welcome to TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars here in Jacksonville, Florida. So we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 11th ranked team, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. The Dukes offense comes on the field first today. You get a matchup on paper, Kirk, that really seems to favor this dominant defense. And unless this offense can do something special, it feels like yards and first downs are going to be hard to come by today.
What this defense does a really good job of is negating any ability at all to run the football. Puts you in obvious passing situations, and then they turn it loose and get after the quarterback. I feel bad for the offensive line and especially the quarterback today.
They're going to the air in the first play. Aggressive call on the opening play. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Now it's second down here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. First down and more. He's still running. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. This will be the 9th play on the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost, and forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The freshman brings him down quickly. Second down and goal upcoming. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So Troy's offense out there for their first possession. Kurt, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Not able to connect, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The game moves the ball. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wide out, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the return is brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. The first play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a 1st down.
Confident play there on 4th and 1. Get behind the big fellas up front. Get a good push. You have to like that call on this part of the field. A punt there doesn't net much of a change in field position, so the right call is made, and you pick up the 1st down.
When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the wildcat look.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner heads out of bounds. The Troy offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. That's exactly what they did right here.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So the drive stalls, and here comes the punting team. They'll field it close to midfield. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. They're going to run it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Same tailback, another carry. The Dukes pick up enough for a 1st down here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
Looks right for a quick completion. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28. And the Dukes offense is on the move now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a 1st down. The Dukes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the Dukes come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, James Madison. Still no answer for this offense. They will try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. Just trucks the man. The gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack. 2nd down now after the sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 1st down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. The shotgun running play call. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Looking for his big tight end. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. James Madison's offense back out there now. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. 0 running route. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Pass ball is incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. And, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Offense facing a 2nd and 6 here after the penalty. A play action looking to throw. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. About 30 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on the screen. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw here. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, great energy in that building and a fun first half in this Sun Belt Championship. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the conclusion of the Sun Belt Championship.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Dukes will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Trojans offense back on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Quick throw to the left. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Grab made by the tight end. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The drive stays alive with that first down completion.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They misfire on first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46. Still looking for that elusive. Touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense... Threatening now. The call is on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the left.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. We'll hand it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? QB keeper all the way. He's got enough for the 1st down and still going. Breaks into the clear. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Dukes. They are pouring it on now.
But this offense did everything right in that 1st half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the 2nd half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Troy offense back out there. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. The offense now operating in empty. Fights off the defender. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the... And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the pass is hauled in over the middle. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around. Strange things do happen in college football. One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an out route, the catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. He's got room to run. Spinning out of the tackle. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now, as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So the touchdown taken off the board by the penalty, and they'll back them up. That stings. Now it's third down and goal for the offense. To the air, it's Washington. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, James Madison.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
The extra point is good. They're pulling away 35-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. The Troy offense back on the field now. Any hopes of a conference championship depend on scoring and scoring quickly. Can they make a play? Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Out of the gun now on third down. Call incomplete, brings up fourth down.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. With how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the fourth quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
And it's taken right on the midfield logo. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Running with purpose. That's a solid gain out of the wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Getting set. Here's second down. Pounding away with the run game. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the Dukes have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but that first down will be decisive and give us a new conference chance. Game is clearly wrapped up, with the offense looking to rub it in here in the final minute. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Touchdown, Dukes. This offense is still clicking. Special seasons have a way of leading to games like this, and we can now say that the Fun Belt has a champion. We all know seasons like this are hard to put together, but we're going to have to wait and see what the committee decides to do if this championship team gets an invite to the college football playoff. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.